Des, you go from, a smaller role last year as a freshman now to a sophomore on a team with 10 new faces on it. Just how have you, embraced that role, and how did you play it out this summer with, becoming, you talked about making the jump and becoming that guy this year?
It was definitely a big transition, but talking to coach and him helping me through it, it helped me a lot.
Dayvion, what's it been like getting into this new system and flying up and down the court and playing so fast? How do you feel like you've taken over the reins at point guard?
It's been a change. Coming here, Coach Miller, he's big on the push and the pace. So, just developing the style, the way he wants to play, and just transitioning with, new faces and a new team. I feel like it's been a good change. I'm adjusting well and ready to get the season started.
From an outsider's perspective, it's been fun watching you and Trey Green go at it in practices. What have you seen from the freshman?
He's making big jumps. He's a guy who can knock down shots. He's still working on the defensive end, and he's working every day. But I feel like he's in the right system to go the right way.
I got more. I can keep going if you need me to.
Quincy, what's it like coming to a new school, a new team, a new program, and you're kind of immediately thrust into a situation where you're being asked to be one of the leaders on this team?
It's fun, for sure. I joke with my parents about how this is like the one and done situation that I wanted as a 17-year-old, coming out of school, being highly touted and having to choose one school and essentially only having 1 year to make it right and then be a leader and then move on. So it's been fun. It's an experience. It's something that I wanted coming out of high school, but I definitely feel like I'm better prepared for as a man and as an athlete this time around. So it's definitely fun.
What's it been like getting to play for Sean Miller a little bit already?
It's fun. That's the word I'm going to use. Definitely some moments where I caught myself thinking this is not Coach Para, this is not Rice University, and I kind of laughed in my head, but it's definitely fun. When every day you can put your jersey on and say you playing for one of the best to ever do it. It's an amazing experience and something that I don't take lightly.
Des, what do you like about this new team so far?
I mean, I like, everything. We all bonded quickly. We're all competitive. We stick together even through rough times. Everybody's easygoing, coachable, and everybody wants to get better. Everybody wants to win. So, and I think everybody on the team is on the same page.
Dayvion, I saw you smile when he mentioned this isn't Rice anymore. And have you had a welcome to Xavier moment or a welcome to playing for Sean Miller moment since you've been here?
Yeah, I will. It's definitely not like Western. I say just the practices alone is just 10 times, just more. You got to apply yourself and you got to lock in every day because he definitely sets the standard and he don't drop it for nothing. So.
Des, from that standpoint, sometimes I'm amazed when I'm watching practice and I just hear him rattle off like 35 different things in a 2-minute span while he's talking to you guys, and it's like you just got to go back out there and do all of them right. Mm-hmm. How difficult is that to get on that same page and raise yourself to that standard every day?
It's pretty difficult, but it's something that you build up to each day, so you get better at it, and at that point it's just a memory thing. You got to just remember, and at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff is simple, simple concepts and stuff. So. But everybody, definitely adjusted well to that part of Coach Miller.
Sean Miller talked about the Bahamas trip and getting more practices first off, but just off the court, what did you guys do to be able to bond with so many new players? I guess you go with Quincy.
I taught the boys how to play blackjack. I was the blackjack guy. We walked the beach, had some water park fun, beach fun, pool fun. But I was the blackjack guy. A lot of people, if they wanted to make money, legally, they knew who to come to.
But do you agree that the trip came at a great time with so many new faces, and you only get one every 4 years? And was it a good experience just to create that bond?
Yeah, definitely. I think we all, got closer just from that one trip. Not a lot of people would have known that we just been together for only maybe 3 months. So that trip definitely helped.
Thanks, Pete. I hear the coach talk a lot about the fact that 10 new players in inexperience as a group. When I look up on the stage there, I see 2 1,000-point scorers, Sweet 16 experience. I mean, that's great experience. That's pretty unique in college basketball to have a trio that's going to walk out on the floor on Monday that's accomplished that already. How do you take that experience and impress that over the entire team and use it to your advantage early in the season? So you can take a shot if you like.
I feel like, us three just trying to lead, the youngins, and just coaching them, being the players' coach, helping Coach Miller, try to extend what he's saying to us, but, in a different way. So I feel like just having three veterans is good.
Yeah, I would agree with Dayvion to say that, since I was already a player for Coach Miller, that I have a little more experience, being at Xavier. So just trying to be a better leader, which is, one of my roles that I have to step up in, and, just consistently being on them and reminding them that it's hard, and although they haven't had their first game and, they're doing well, they don't technically know. So just continuing to be on them and being a leader, with the rest of these guys is.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Des. He knows Coach Miller the best. So I think he has the best experience as far as success here. As I told you guys earlier, this isn't Rice, so, my experiences here aren't the same as the experiences I'll get somewhere else. But my biggest leadership aspect was just trying to help the freshmen off the court, hanging out with Trey and Dalen and Kachi and Lazar and all the new guys off the court so they can realize that they have someone they can trust outside of basketball, because I think that's one of the biggest adjustments coming to college in general is being away from your family and bonding with brothers on and off the court. So when you do get on the court, if you make a mistake or if you're doing well, you have someone you can come to and you kind of still feel free.
Des, your role has changed a lot for this year's team from last year. So how does last year's experience help you this year, and what did you learn from last year? Because you've got an together different role on this year's team.
I learned a lot. The whole journey is tough, and it's not easy. And we went through some tough losses. We went through some really good wins, and just getting the experience and be at the moment and know what it takes to get there. Helped me transition, and also, shout out to the other guys that was here last year, just watching them go through their process and their routine and their journey as well. So
This is for anybody else up there. What about the language barrier, communicating with your teammates? You got some players out there who English is not their first language. What's that like communicating with those guys out there?
I say it was definitely hard at first, but I think we all know now, they're more of you got to teach them and show them more than just saying it out loud, and just show them the steps they got to take to get to where we want to be. And at the end of the day, we all want to win, so I think that's something that we got in common.
Quincy, I know you've played a couple of scrimmages so far, but now you're a few days away from actually playing in front of fans and playing against another team instead of just practicing against each other. So when you get an opportunity to play in front of 10,000 people on Monday, how excited are you to challenge yourself this season with, going ahead, playing these other teams, but also playing against a conference like the Big East?
I'm very excited. I think Monday will be most exciting because I'll be able to finally go against someone else, like you said. Giving Des 40 every day is kind of boring, and I kind of need a different challenge. But no, on a real note, it'll be exciting. Every day AC reminds me he can't wait for me to experience my first game at Cintas, and as we've been getting closer, Coach Miller's been telling me, 10,300 fans will be here. It'll be an experience. Jerome's told me playing here is a different experience. And then, playing in the Big East, that's why I transferred. Wanted to play against the best every day, challenge myself every day. And I think it'll definitely be something that'll help me grow as a person.
Just curious if you guys could kind of dive into, obviously, I know, Des, you've been here, so you know the Big East schedule, but your non-conference, obviously getting to play Purdue and Houston so early. What is that like for you guys, knowing you have that competition? How excited are you for that?
I'm very excited. They're the top 25 teams in the country, and, just being able to play them is just a good feeling, and knowing that, we have a chance to win. And that goes for, any game, but just being able to play other, teams like that is just, a good feeling.